Hey, this is Captain Sheepy, and today we're gonna do infinite grabs with Don all day long. No, not really. We're mostly gonna be talking about issues today, and his little Fury state change, and some other cool things. So for starters, Hammerhead. This thing is just like Leviathan Kick. The hitbox is way out there. Is Crouching Heavy Punch. Yeah, this thing, either it travels a little too far, maybe he has too much recovery time, or maybe the utility is just not as good as I thought it was. You can also wall bounce with it, but you can't really do anything right off of it, even if you try to get the exact distance down and everything. So hopefully that might give some kind of idea as to what needs to be fixed. Also, a majority of his moveset has a lot of hitbox problems in general, just being a little too far out or just coming out a bit late. So Don is not able to cancel out of a good portion of his moves, but I feel maybe that's necessary because he's able to cancel into EX command grabs, as his description says. Though at the same time, I feel his some of his combo ability is a little finicky, because he has a medium kick which you could go crazy with. I'm not joking. In which I mean having fun doing combos, but the damage output of 3 medium kicks is pretty high. You can also chain it into light punch and then go from there into hammerhead. Or from medium kick to hammerhead. Or you could go from medium kick to medium punch. Now, just one thing I feel can be addressed with going into the Fury state while doing combos, you still kind of keep the pushback, and I feel maybe that pushback should be eliminated so that way there is more combo ability. Of course, damage could be dealt with in different ways, you know, in terms of damage reduction and etc. The jumping heavy kick looks like it crosses up, but it kind of doesn't, and the hitbox is pretty late. Don is also able to grab cancel, so hopefully this gets fixed. And anytime you grab your opponent and move, you pull your opponent with you. Now pay attention to the health bar, because here I'm going to show you how the damage changes when I do a lot of moves. And I'm using the Fury state Crouching Heavy Kick as an example. And this doesn't just happen at low health either. After running a few tests though, I realized after you use the Fury state, holy crap, your damage goes down like crazy with Don. Also, it seems in the Fury state, Don has the ability to telepathically hit his opponents from even further away. His hitbox just extends even further, which is, I have to say, pretty funny. Oh my god, I hardly have to touch the opponent to hit them. And I don't have any idea how this one happened, but you have a possibility of getting stuck in his Fury recovery state. Now, in Don's Fury state, he does get noticeable changes to his moveset. Just a few, though. One of them is his Jump Heavy Punch, which becomes a little dive-down attack. However, it has absolutely no recovery time. I mean, it would be awesome to combo out of, but not to the point where he can spam it to infinite loop it, like this. His other changes are that his Crouch Heavy Punch becomes like T-Hawk's Condor Spire. However, there isn't really much he could do with it, let alone go into his Jump Heavy Punch. Maybe it's meant to be a combo ender? I'm not sure, but with the way the juggle system works, it's kinda hard to implement, I'm afraid. So maybe it's something that's supposed to work with Don's Fury state Sharknado. Here's his non-Fury state Sharknado, which kinda acts like a Tatsumaki Senpukyuk from Ryu when he does it in the air. And it does cause wall bounce, however, there's not much you can do from it besides maybe throw a little punch. Also, the execution's a little finicky. You have to kind of press and hold right and then press heavy kick. Simultaneously doesn't work all the time. Now here's the Brokenado, or Sharknado Fury mode. And when I say it's broken, it's very broken. We're talking, it doesn't register combos, it does this, whatever that was. It can pull in your opponent from very far away, and not to mention, it could pull in your opponent while they're knocked down already, which is very, very cheap and broken, like what you saw right there. I mean, you know, idea-wise and combo-wise, this would be awesome, but oh my god, this must be fixed. So hopefully for the next update, maybe we might see the move the way it was intended to be used. Now the one final change is his Crouching Heavy Kick, which becomes a triple bite, which also juggles and wall bounces. Now I feel this move in particular could be reduced in the damage department, because look at that, I already did enough to do Giga time at knuckle damage right there. But I do see a lot of awesome combos coming from that move alone. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little breakdown of Don's issues and whatnot, and I very much hope it helps the development of the game. Now, I didn't get too crazy with this video in particular because I couldn't really find much to fool around with in this. But regardless, don't forget to subscribe and like. January 9th, there's going to be a new update, so I'll try to check that out. However, college is pretty much in session by then, so I'll see what I can do at least over the weekend. So, Happy New Year!